It will be right arm, medium fast, Syed Munib. An outing he had, especially with the bat against UAE. Looking to break the partnership. They survived that initial 10 overs, the first power play, both the batters. Good thinking by the management and the coach of the Bahrain team, promoting Junaid Aziz, asking him to stay for 15-20 overs. He's making sure he's there, but it's now the time to get some runs for his team, Junaid Aziz.
Yasin Patel being given a break, and it's time for express pace.
Right.
Starts off in a wayward manner. Ooh, that would have been touch and go.
Keeping it simple, bowling on that off stump, but the umpire has some other thoughts, giving it the wide delivery. The first extra has been considered by Syed Munib. First they have survived that first power play. Slowly the moisture has gone from the surface. It's time to free themselves and play some shots here. Straight towards the Yasin Patel, a fumble, thought of a single, no chance of that. A dot delivery.
Off late, Munib has been bowling excellently well. Batting even better. Scoring runs lower down the order. First started in Hong Kong, the story. Then even when Kuwait were down and out against UAE. Phenomenal performance from Munib with the bat in hand. That's much better from Munib.
Some huge and big sixes he scored against UAE. He murdered the bowlers of UAE, especially the fast bowler Junaid Siddiqui and Zahoor Khan. He took on them at TU International Ground. He was so frustrated because Rohan Mustafa and Vritya Arvind has been dropped in his bowling by the fielder and took out the frustration on the bowlers of UAE. Syed Munib. Look at that shape. Bowling on the good length area. Slight movement. Getting some bounce on this. Let it go by Junaid Siddiqui. I beg your pardon, it's Junaid Aziz.
It's a tidy start for Munib. Now it's about closing this over out well. Junaid is taking his time because he's reading the situation. The situation suggests a partnership, not flamboyance. Very well done. Good cricket all around. Adnan Idris gets to the ball. Adnan Idris as well. Someone who's very flamboyant. Of late working a lot more on his fitness.
He surprised the batter. Fuller delivery. And somehow manages to put that wood on the ball. Junaid Aziz.
I'll tell you something about Adnan Idris. A complete team man who's waited for his opportunities. Wanting to play the attacking shot against Munib. Munib doesn't change a thing about his plan. What a collect by Usman Patel behind the wickets.
Where was he going? Not at all in control. Dancing down the track, misses the line completely, and the ball missing that leg stump. Excellent work behind the stump by the wicket keeper. 13 gone, 30 for the loss of 1.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Litmus cable quality में number 1 होने को राज हो, advanced German technology.
Litmus cable
क्वालिटीमा नम्बर 1।
Clearly struggling here, Shehbaz today. 13-30 for 1. Aslam continues. Very tidy. 3 overs, just 4 runs. 2 winds the batter.
Come on, boys, come on, boys.
3 men on the leg side. Long on deep mid wicket and a fine leg.
Ball, Shabash. Shabash, Shabash, come on, boys. Lazy nahi boys.
Unlucky both the left arm spinners. They bowl really well. Still wicketless. Aslam. Poor delivery. But unable to find the gap. Straight towards Yasin Patel. Should have been punished. Junaid Aziz. A juicy full toss. Reminds me of the Barcelona team. Tiki-taka, the pass. It looks like the same. The bowler bowling. He's just defending and passing on to the fielder.
Tiki-taka is short passes. Shiraz.
Continue rakhna hai Aslam bhai.
Barcelona is also known for its attacking play, isn't it? To keep possession and momentum. If they can borrow a leaf out of Barcelona's book at this stage, Bahrain would be very happy indeed, Mudassir. What a comparison. Brilliant. 30 for 1.
Dada, बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराउ मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प रब छु
हो लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
Oh, it's not connecting. I lost it again, man. It's just not connecting, yeah.
Hey coach. We always connect.
अब डेटाको खर्च मज्जाले टर्छ वर्ल्डलिंक युजरहरुलाई जहाँ पनि फ्री अनलिमिटेड इन्टरनेट विथ वर्ल्डलिंक वाइफाई एक्सप्रेस
That wickets column of his not to have ticked so far, creating opportunities after opportunities, and then the catches are being dropped. It's not auguring well for Kuwait in terms of the catches being dropped, as it's a story that's continued over 2 games now. And Munib has been challenging the wide line for a while.
As the day progresses, Suhas, now it's becoming a bit hot and humid. Now it won't be easy for the fast bowlers, such as like Syed Munib. It will be interesting to see how many overs he'll be bowling in this spell. He has knack of getting those big wickets. Shehbaz especially struggling to find his touch. Wayward delivery, trying to generate that pace, losing the shape. Munib, back-to-back wide deliveries.
I'm a little surprised by Munib's line here. And I think that's the same question that Adnan's asking him as well. Munib, why are you bowling so wide when you have to challenge the batter? Try and follow him, and you saw what happens when you follow him, isn't it?
I think he's just trying to generate that pace. That is the reason he's unable to bowl in the right channel. Stick to that good length. Let the ball do the talking. Still there's a movement.
Again, Munib is missing the corridor of uncertainty by a mile. And Rahat is wondering, am I a scarecrow?
Did he meet Junaid Siddiqui in the dinner last night?
You were there at that hotel. You took the ride all the way there. You tell me.
What a horrible over we have seen last day. 13 deliveries has been bowled by Junaid Siddiqui. And here he bowled.
It's a long over for him. Let's just put it this way. He's run in for almost 2 overs in one. Remember, he's yet to get this over started. Yet to get it started. Muneeb. Much better. You could see how curtailed the batter felt with his options as well. Beautiful. And I think he's reduced the pace here, Muneeb. He's reducing the pace because he's looking at the control factor. Is it that give and take? To increase your pace, you sort of drop the control factor, or the control quotient increases when you drop the pace? Is it true?
Absolutely. And moreover, you need to practice this straight away. You cannot come into the match and try out these things. Whenever he's trying to increase the pace, he has been wavered. Muneeb. There you go. Once again, trying to be a Shoaib Akhtar.
The captain's telling him don't bowl a wide in this over. He's bowling an over of wides.
He's making sure that I don't go out of the comp box on time.
Why? Yeah, oh yeah, okay. So you're supposed to leave after this over, is it?
Keep inside the fridge. Keep inside the fridge. I need the cold one. I need the cold one.
Muneeb. Where is that Yorker that's so well known for Muneeb? Where's that bouncer? That's much better! That's much better! Yasin Patel appealed. Yasin Patel appealed and the finger has gone up. I felt that the bat was nowhere near because he's already played that shot. It's hit something else of his, but the finger has gone up and that's what matters. Shahbaz cannot believe it. His stay has come to an end. The replay will tell us more. The deviation came after it had gone past the bat, isn't it, Mudassir?
Hitting the back leg. There you go. Unlucky. It will be a long walk back to the dugout for Shahbaz Badr. 16, he managed 41 deliveries with the help of 3 boundaries. Unlucky. Wicket number 2 goes down for Bahrain, 34 for 2.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Lifebuoy hand wash ले मार्छ 99.9% viruses. त्यसैले pump, rub, chew. संसारकै number 1 selling germ protection soap brand.
.2, 34 for 2. Shahbaz Badr, the last man in the hut. Sohail Ahmed's come out to bat. Mr. Consistent for Bahrain. And he's inheriting a scorecard that he's not going to be very proud of.
Sohail, right him over. 4.
Very seasoned campaigner Sohail Ahmed. He's batted through tough times and today is one another situation of that kind. Batting in the first 15 overs, that's interesting for him. Usually comes in later. This is much better from Muneeb. Joined by Shamim in the com box. What do you make of this? That's much better from Muneeb, of course.
Well, we'll have to look at that dismissal once again before we can give an opinion. But wicket's a wicket. Unfortunately, maybe the umpire was not correct in that decision making, and that was very unfortunate on the part of the batter. Gone through a period where they had to reassess the situation after a torrid start, and now he's going to get the ball to just move around a bit after quite a few wide deliveries. Is eventually managing to get one in line, and he eventually got the result with a wicket. So despite the fact there's been a rather long over, his captain's not to be too disgruntled with all his efforts.
He's playing for the one that will come back in. He's waiting for the one that will come back in, and it might not look good on television, but it cuts the mustard.
That's one way of putting it. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? But just going back to the first wicket too, I think there was an element of doubt when the batter felt that it had got the elbow rather than the glove, and even on that occasion it was pretty obvious that it was nowhere near the bat.
Look, when a bat can have a shoulder and a toe.
It's a copy of a person.
Can elbow have some below? That's one shot of intent that's eased through the gap as well. It's going to go for 4 and give him a lot of confidence. Sohail Ahmed is off the mark, and Bahrain has calmed down a little bit.
About using the willow to perfection there. It's a super looking cover drive.
Beautiful shot indeed. 38 for 2.
Litmus cable quality man number 1 huneko raj ho advanced German technology. Litmus cable quality man number 1.
At 2.53 runs per over, which is not too good, but you've got to take into account the disastrous start early on. Not in terms of wickets, in terms of not garnering the runs. And that can have an equally depreciating effect on the proceedings, in addition to losing wickets. And the manner in which they've lost the wickets, you can definitely say Bahrain have been very unfortunate in the decisions that went against them.
The bowling has been terrific, but the wicket-taking deliveries have come with the element of luck.
Funny old game. More often than not, you'd get a wicket with the least ball you're expecting, and all those wonderful deliveries that kept on beating the bat from Yasin have never got a wicket.
Straight back to the bowler Aslam, who hasn't conceded a run in about 2 overs. I think he's forgotten how to concede a run. It's a great attribute to have. Excellent.
Very different in style, the left-arm orthodox bowlers which seen Yasin earlier on. The skipper, he comes from a different angle, starting off. You see in front of the umpire, crosses across and tries to bring the ball back in, uses the width of the crease. Doesn't give it too much air. He's shorter of the 2 bowlers we're talking about. And of course, very distinct in style. So if we had the release points on things, the technology we don't have, unfortunately, you can see the distinct difference in areas of release between these 2 bowlers. Very quickly through his overs is Aslam. Doesn't give you time to settle down. That is the end of the 16th. 38 for 2.
लाइफबॉय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
I'm just amazed by the performance. It's the best I've experienced.
So reliable, so consistent, no?
Yeah, I was blown away by the speed. It's so fast. I mean, look at this. I'm so impressed.
Impress नहुने त कुरै भएन. Fastest internet speed, best service, refined Wi-Fi express ले नेपालकै नम्बर 1 internet service provider बनेको छ Worldlink.
The team is great too.
slow start for Bahrain, as they had to be very watchful of the ball turning square from ball one. Sohail, he's a glimmer of hope. He's always stood up in tough times for Bahrain. You love the discipline of Sohail.
Well, if he's got the discipline and if he's got the makings of a good batter, that's what's needed, because at the moment Bahrain are really not in a happy position. Much to the initial pressure put by the two bowlers, the spinner from one end, the pace bowler from the other end. Yes, he's just feeling right lowest here. Yes, in hotel. Very, very impressive, and that's been continued, except for Munib in the last over. Come back, thankfully, from the perspective of Kuwait, that he's got the line and leg back.
Absolutely right. Now Usman Patel always chirping a thing or two. Shiraz, it will be interesting to see how Shiraz is used today as a bowler. He's only playing for the one that comes back in. Yes, he's waiting.
The bowler will feel that shoulder and arms will be a thought and try to bring it back in. And as you said, the batter is possibly anticipating that with the angle deliveries. He's happy to shoulder arms. Just can't also, this might be just Roy from the bowler himself. He is content to shoulder arms virtually every delivery outside the line of the off stump. Let me go on peppering. I don't mind if I don't get a wicket, as long as there is no runs of the ball.
That's one way to look at it. I love the transition that we've seen in Munib as well. From someone who was very raw to somebody now who's applying a lot more tactics to the game. Look at him bowling that channel. He wants to make you forget that it's colored clothing.
That's a lovely channel to bowl. Always the so-called corridor of uncertainty. But he's been pretty certain about the line and leg. He's been letting things go. It's only when you're poking away, only when you're not moving your feet and not going across to the line of the ball, that's when the uncertainty factor comes into play. But once in a while, like this, the way he's negotiating, but just letting the ball go through, he seems pretty certain. The channel, that's closer. That is expected. That is good bowling. We feel that as a bowler is setting him up with that channel he is bowling consistently, then zips one back in.
The only problem for Munib at this stage is that he's testing the patience. He's testing the patience of somebody who's the most patient in the entire side. The quietest man you would ever find in a dressing room. That's Sohail for you. Sometimes he whispers if he has to convey a message. That's that quiet Sohail, and he lets the bat talk more.
It's about time that he got to move on here, because he's had quite a few dot balls. Now he's testing it with a short one here. Combination of deliveries is close over. It was the 17th of the innings. It's 38 for 2. It's also going to be a break for drinks.
Congestion ahead. World's fastest Rerouting.
Pulsar 160 with channel AIS.
The destination.
Litmus cable quality man number 1 होने को राज हो advanced German technology. Litmus cable quality man number 1.
Raj Pulsar presents ACC Men's Premier Cup. Hygiene partner, Light. Internet partner, Well Play. Uplifting partner, Kubota. Title sponsor.
Balsam N160 Review Channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Hygiene partner.
Finance number one jump protection program.
Internet partner.
Whirling.
Uplifting partner. And Concrete. 24 matches. Live from TGU and MoneyGram. Watch live on YouTube on OSR Sports. Bajaj Pulsar presents ACC Men's Premier Cup. Hygiene partner, Lifeboat. Internet partner, Wellplay. Uplifting partner, Coca-Cola.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
All new Balsam N160 Review Channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Seventeen overs gone, 8 for 2. 9 of 54 is some resistance by Junaid. Sohail found the boundary first up to get going, and after that has been very patient.
I think it's been a good recovery. Initial stages with one problem I had was just and the loading of Kudus, which is pretty far from the other end.